I always believed that honesty was the foundation of real love. My name's Ethan Ward, 39, systems engineer, married for 7 years to Lauren. We weren't perfect, but I thought we were steady. We had our quiet rituals Saturday. Coffee runs, movie nights on the couch. Shared playlists that still carried echoes of who we once were. But lately, something had shifted. The silence between us no longer felt peaceful. It was heavy, filled with things left unsaid. She started dressing up more, wearing perfume that wasn't familiar, putting on extra makeup for girls' nights. I told myself I was imagining it because that's what men do when they're afraid to face what's right in front of them. One Thursday night, she came home late. Again. I asked where she'd been, and she gave me that small distracted smile that once melted me. Just drinks with Sarah, she said, tossing her phone on the counter. The way it landed face down made my stomach twist. When she went to shower, the screen lit up. A message flashed just long enough. Asterisk can't wait for tomorrow night. Asterisk winking emoji. My chest went hollow. I didn't touch the phone. I just stood there watching the bubbles fade in my untouched coffee. Tomorrow night, that meant Friday. She'd said she had an office dinner. I barely slept. My mind kept looping the same question. What did I do wrong? By morning, I promised myself not to act out of anger. I wanted truth, not chaos. At lunch, I drove to her office, parked across the street, and waited. When her shift ended, she didn't go to her car. She met someone halfway down the block. A man I'd never seen before. Tall, dark coat. She laughed in a way I hadn't heard in months. It felt like someone reached inside me and twisted hard. I could have stormed across the street, demanded answers, shouted the betrayal I felt. But I didn't. I just watched, memorizing the way she leaned close, the way her hand brushed his arm. Then I drove home. That evening, she came in acting normal. Rough day? She asked, setting her purse down. I looked at her, really looked, and saw how much pretending had shaped our lives. Yeah, I said quietly. Rough day. We ate in silence. Every sound of cutlery felt like a verdict. Later, while she scrolled through her phone, I asked, Len, do you still love me? She froze. What kind of question is that? An honest one. Her eyes flicked away. Of course I do, Ethan. I'm just tired. Work's been crazy. I nodded. Then maybe tomorrow night skip the dinner. Stay in with me. We'll order Thai. Watch something dumb. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. We'll see. When she went to bed, I sat alone, her message replaying in my mind. Asterisk can't wait for tomorrow night. Asterisk. The next morning, she dressed carefully. Black dress, heels she hadn't worn in years. My chest tightened, but I kept my voice steady. Big office event? I asked. She nodded, fastening her earring. Yeah. Don't wait up. Lauren, I said softly, before you go, can I tell you something? She paused. Sure. I looked at her for a long moment. Whatever you're planning to do tonight, make sure it's something you'll still respect yourself for tomorrow. Her face shifted, color draining from her cheeks. What's that supposed to mean? It means you already know. The room fell still. Even the clock seemed louder than our breathing. Her hand trembled as she gripped her purse. Ethan, she whispered. Did you? I didn't answer. I just held her gaze. Calm, steady, unflinching. Something in my silence broke her more than any words could. She looked trapped between guilt and fear. You're misunderstanding, she murmured. I smiled faintly. Maybe, but the truth doesn't need me to see it. It always shows itself. She stood frozen, clutching her bag like a shield. We didn't speak. The silence stretched until it nearly tore. Then she whispered, I'll cancel. No, I said evenly.
Go.
Whatever plans you made, follow through. I just needed you to know I'm awake now. Her eyes flickered, unsure if that was a warning or permission. Ethan, what are you going to do? Nothing dramatic, I said. Just start listening to the truth instead of the excuses. She left. The door closed softly, but it
sounded like a rope snapping.
I sat for hours, not angry, not even broken, just
clear.
Everything made sense now. The fake smiles, the tired lies, the cold side of the bed. At midnight, my phone buzzed. Asterisk staying at Sarah's tonight. Don't wait up, asterisk. I stared at the message and felt nothing. Lies had finally lost their power. By morning, I'd packed a bag and left a note. Asterisk Lauren, love without loyalty is theater, not marriage. When you're ready to be real, you'll know where to find me. Asterisk. I placed the key on the counter and walked out into the chill of dawn. 3 days later, she called. Her voice was small. Ethan, can we talk? We met at the cafe near the park, the place we used to have breakfast after Sunday jogs. She looked pale, eyes red. I didn't do anything that night, she blurted. I was going to, but I couldn't. Your words, they wouldn't leave my head. I stirred my coffee slowly. It's not about what you didn't do, Lauren. It's about what you were ready to. Tears welled up. I made a mistake. No, I said softly. You made a choice. Mistakes are accidents. Choices are intent. The difference is what you were willing to risk. She leaned forward, desperate. Can't we fix it? I looked at her, really saw her. Not the woman I built in my mind, but the one sitting there now, fragile, human. Maybe.
But not because I begged you to.
Be faithful, because you choose to be. She nodded, biting her lip. I don't want to lose you. You already lost the version of me that believed without question, I said. If you want what's left, start with truth. We sat in silence, not heavy this time, just honest. She reached across the table, her hand trembling, but I didn't.
Take it.
Some bridges need time before they can hold weight again. Weeks passed. We spoke carefully, rebuilding something smaller, but real. Some nights she'd cry and whisper, I don't deserve you. I'd answer, then earn me back. It wasn't forgiveness yet, but it was movement. One evening, she handed me her phone. No passwords. No secrets, she said. If we're doing this, I'm done hiding. I nodded. I don't need proof anymore.
I
need presence. She looked down. That's what I'm trying
to give.
It wasn't perfect. Maybe it never would
be.
But I realized something that night. Stopping her with words wasn't about catching her. It was about making her see herself. And for the first time in months, she finally did.